is. So Mike asked. So, but I'm half Korean and I'm half Caucasian, white, whatever that is. So you know, a mix of everything. I mean, I'm half. So I probably couldn't get into a Trump campaign, but I'm only half white. But that's okay. That's okay. So growing up though in the Midwest, I kind of felt like my life growing up was pretty much like the Joy Luck Club and the Roseanne Barr show. So basically, I'm a rice crack addict. So yeah, so family. I love family. So family and being half Korean, it's kind of a meshed group. So me and like my sister had a love-hate relationship. So even if we were bitches to each other, we still had to be, you know, pretend like we liked each other, like every family, I guess. So anyway, you know, but when you're born and you're Asian, you get a codependency stamp on your birth certificate, basically. But if you're not, you're a bad person. But that's okay. But anyway, so my mom, like me and my sister would hang out together, and she's like 4.5 years older than me. And so my mom made her play Barbies with me. So she really wasn't happy about that. But my mom didn't supervise this Barbie playing at all at any time. So let's just say, you know, we hung out, and then I went to a slumber party or hang out with my friends. So I always had the most interesting Barbies. So, like for example, I had stripper Barbies. I had flasher Barbie, and it was this vintage Barbie that a friend gave us. So with like these creepy beady eyes and plastic legs. It was really weird. Anyway, in the middle of my beauty pageant that I always won, he would come out and flash everyone. And then, of course, we're progressive. So I also had lesbian Barbie. She had a crew cut. She had pink hair. You know, but the one that was the most concerning, I think, was serial killer Barbie. But it came with accessories, of course, because we were crafty and creative. And it came with these little black gloves, some chlorophyll, and a little tiny knife made with foil. So it was great. It was awesome. But you know, we grew up in horror films, so you know, it was kind of normal for us. So anyway, speaking of horror, for any males out there anyway, I was engaged recently. But I'm also broke up, so recently. So that's really exciting. But yeah, you know, you want to accept things, and he was a great guy, really sweet, kind, definitely not my type. But you know, so I thought I'd try a new guy, and he was great, and you know, you want to accept something about someone, but you know, after dating him for 6 months, the one thing I couldn't accept is that I found out he was married. So I wish to see it, by the way. So anyone that might be engaged to someone, you might want to check casenet.com. So the kicker on that one is he filed on my birthday. That was great. But that was awesome. Anyway, so moving on, as I have. Yes, thank you. So old past relationships, you know, we all have them. So I basically, what I like to do is title them and then put them in a nice book and then file them away until I have to talk to the therapist about them. So I have titles for all of them, and you heard of the last one, and so that one I titled Once Upon a Married Man. The second one was Eat, Pray, Had Lots of Sex. That was kind of amazing, that was good, but anyway, moved on from that one too. And then the last one was my ex-husband. So I was with him for 18 years, and we were married for 11. So his was, it was sleepless, sexless, asshole piece of shit, might be gay in California. But don't be worried. I know I sound a little bitter. but I'm big into healing, and so I don't know if you've heard, like I listen to a lot of motivational speakers, and specifically Eckhart Tolle's like one of my favorites. So one of the things that he said was he believes that people that make mistakes, like instead of taking on that he actually cheated on me or anybody who hurts you, you actually think that person is unconscious at that time. So people that do things, he didn't do anything to me, he was just really unconscious at that time that he cheated on me. So basically there are lots of unconscious people walking around, just so you know. I also call them assholes. I've dated some of them apparently. But so moving on from there, so I love Eckhart Tolle. So anyway, speaking of, I think the hardest part, not healing, and healing is the easier part, but I think getting things done around the house is probably the hardest part, being a single woman now. So I've been looking for, just like something affordable. So I found these sites out there. I know like there's Angie's List and there's all these sites out there, but I found 3 and I thought they're great, so I'd share them with you. So the first one's Tinder, Match.com, and POF. I don't know if you've heard of it. Some of you, I guess somebody's moved out there. Plenty of failures. Sure. And if you are a guy, there's Grindr, but it's a pain in the ass to get anything done for your wife. I love my gay men. So since we're talking about dating, moving on to that topic, I have, I didn't really start dating until I was 34, because he was the first guy I dated, really. So my mom always said it was the first guy on the honey pot, which means toilets in Korean. But, so she's really positive. So moving on, so giving some vocabulary, educating people. I just want to give back to the community and the online dating world. So some vocabulary that I've learned. I think the first one is creeper and crazy. And those are interchangeable, like the creeper is for a girl and for the guys, and then the crazy is for the girls. And basically it means unattractive. So then basically, for example, we as humans, people fascinate me. So, I have a girlfriend, we're hanging out, and this big muscular hunk guy grabs her ass at the bar and asks for, and she's like, oh my God, I see this really hot guy. He didn't ask for a number yet, but he grabbed my ass, so I might have a chance with him tonight. And I'm like, okay. And so that same friend of mine, she works with me, and she was saying, she's like, there's this creeper that just has been talking to me. What are you talking about? And she's like, Jim in accounting. Sorry for any accountants out there. Should have been a fireman, not really. But, so she comes back, and I'm like, well, what did he say to you? And she was like, well, he came up and asked if I wanted to have dinner. And asked if he could have my phone number. And so, again, it just, it's just funny how we do that. So let's see, what else we got here? We have, I know you all know Netflix and chill, right? I did not know that that's what that meant. I also call it redboxing. So you go back to the house and you think, oh, I'm going to watch a movie. And no, that's not really what happens. So I had to go back twice and do the data for you all to make sure that was correct, and that is there's that, and then I learned ghosting, and someone talks for a while and they fade away and texting, that was pretty innocent. And then there's the safe word. I didn't know there was a safe word in marriage, so we didn't have one. Apparently we should have, maybe we'd be married still. But, so I don't know, I was thinking everyone should have a safe word, even in regular life, actually. If you were at work and your boss is being an ass, you could just say peanut butter and jelly and he would walk away. So anyway, that's off topic. But and then I think I had 2 more, and there's plenty of others, but I actually think of one more, and it's separated. That actually means married. Just in case you didn't know. information now. You know, I love to find the soulmate. You know, everybody says that. It's kind of pie in the sky, whatever. But you know, I'd rather be alone than be with someone that's unhappy or be. Sorry, did I just say that as a Freudian stuff? But be unhappy myself. So basically, I have a good friend, and we were hanging out, and we were just talking about how we would love to be with someone that, you know, can be open and stand on their own ground, but then at the same time be vulnerable, but be strong, and you know, just so we could talk about everything together. Maybe, you know, see a couple chick flicks together, go shopping, maybe get a pedicure. You know, I don't know. I think that's progressive men can do that kind of thing. So basically, we're sitting there, and after a while, I realized I kind of freaked out because we were holding hands for like an hour. And so she looked at me, and I looked at her. And she got really close, and she started moving really close to me. And we still kept holding hands, but it was really strange. So you can almost smell her perfume. I think it was CK1, I'm not really sure. Sorry, that was like a 90s joke. So moving on, she walks up, and she's close to me, and I could feel her breath on my face. And she got really close to me, looked in my eyes, like brushed my hair away from my face. Got close to very close to me, and we both whispered to each other, I wish you had a penis. So yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And why no, we did not make out. So that's the end of that story. But so